For being here. I really appreciate the opportunity to share some thoughts with you this afternoon on this, what is clearly for me a very historic day, and certainly the opportunity to answer your questions and to continue to engage in a dialogue. I know most of you, if not all of you, in the room today, so it's really a pleasure to be together with you this afternoon. I was actually the chair of our board, Regent Schaefer, who suggested that we have this interchange together in this location, in this particularly historic location here at UNMC this afternoon. And so thanks so much to him for doing that. So first and foremost, I want to express my sincere thanks to all the members of the Board of Regents, the search committee members, the countless colleagues, community leaders, and the entire University of Nebraska community for the honor of being named the priority candidate for the presidency of the University of Nebraska. I specifically want to thank Chris Kaborik and Phil Bakken for their incredible leadership, and the entire Varner Hall team for just being phenomenal colleagues and friends at this time and long into the future. I guess the two words that I would describe my emotions with are humbled and excited to be at this stage. As most of you probably know, I am myself a first-generation student. I'm a product of a large public high school in the inner city of New York, and I'm a student whose undergraduate engineering degree, medical degree, and decade of residency and fellowship training depended on scholarships, work study, student loans, and as a result of that, I am even more humbled to stand before you today, and frankly, as an example of what higher education can really mean to an individual such as myself and hopefully generations of Nebraskans to come. As many of you may know, last February 1st marked 10 full years since I became a Nebraskan. And I will tell you, other than the decision I made almost 50 years ago to propose to the love of my life, there has been no question that my coming to Nebraska to become part of this great family, of this great university, was the second best decision that I ever made during these years. I've had the opportunity, of course, to serve in the role as the Chancellor of UNMC, the Chair of the Board of Nebraska Medicine. I spent 4 years as the Chancellor at the University of Nebraska at Omaha, and most recently added to my repertoire the Executive Vice President and Provost of the university system. These positions and many others in the community on various volunteer boards that I serve on have really given me the opportunity to truly know our university and to appreciate the wide spectrum of the communities, rural and urban, that we serve every day through multiple lenses and different perspectives. During this decade, as a proud Nebraskan, I have come to know the university through hundreds of commencement and orientation ceremonies on the playing field, the hardwood, and on the ice, through fundraising and friend-raising, on hospital rounds, and on combines in cornfields, creating new opportunities for students, faculty, and staff, and always trying to build a brighter future for our state. I have thoroughly enjoyed working hand in hand over the last decade with our elected and student regents, our university presidents, governors, state legislatures, our federal delegation, as well as with a highly talented group of fellow chancellors, chief academic officers, faculty leaders, student government leaders, and our incredibly talented support staff, who, by the way, make everything happen, including this very event. I've had the opportunity to build the future with farmers and ranchers, with small and large business owners, as well as to secure every day the health and wellness, the prosperity, and the quality of life of every Nebraskan that the university serves, and well beyond to the truly global community. Please know that I am also incredibly well aware that this is a time of great change and indeed of great stress and great challenge across all of higher education, particularly in the large university systems of our nation. There are those that are questioning of the very value of higher education, questioning the learning environment and the lived experience of today's students and of our graduates. But I am here to tell you that the value of higher education and the value of education in our system here in Nebraska is incredibly strong. And I am confident that the University of Nebraska system is rock solid and incredibly well prepared for the headwinds that may be ahead. And while there may be headwinds and rough waters, we have and need and will continue to reinforce the solid vision of the horizon that we speak, the very mission of our great university system, which is to create, transmit, and apply knowledge, a mission of service and a mission of healing for every small and large community of our state, every current and future learner, every one of our alumni, and to those of our incredibly generous philanthropic community who've invested so mightily in the future of this great university. That has been said over and over, we need to compete, and I fully agree with that. And we need to compete in multiple complex dimensions with a clear vision, force, and conviction. We need to compete and we need to win. We need to compete and win on the gridiron and hardwood, and of course this Friday will be big for all of us. But we need to compete and win in the classroom, in the laboratory, in the clinics, and on the cornfields. And most of all, to fulfill our stated mission of the university, which is, I quote, the center of leadership throughout the state by providing quality education and the generation of new knowledge. I underscore the key words in that quote, throughout the state, quality education, generation of new knowledge. This is the clearly defined horizon that is ahead of us today and for generations of Nebraskans to come. So in closing, before I take your questions, I truly look forward to my time as your priority candidate. I look forward to learning more from our faculty, students, and staff, and from the communities that we serve, to engaging the broad spectrum of rural and urban communities. And mostly I look forward to listening carefully to all, to engage with genuine excitement and transparency, and to work very hard to fulfill my own definition of leadership, and that is to make others' dreams come true. There are many to thank, there's much to do, and I thank you for being here today, and I thank so many others for this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I promise you I will not let you down.